Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel, Kitchen Notes from Nancy. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you to our neighborhood, and I hope that you decide to join us by subscribing and hitting that bell notification. And if you are a returning visitor, I'd like to greet you with the customary, hey neighbor! On tonight's episode, I'll be showing you how to do a super quick, super affordable, but super delicious dirty rice recipe. So if you're interested in learning how to make it, just stay tuned. Alright y'all, so on tonight's episode of Quarantine and Cook, I'm going to do another super affordable meal and super quick meal. And tonight's meal is going to be dirty rice. If you've noticed the trend, most of the affordable things that I'm going to do are probably going to have like rice, pasta, potatoes, because those things help to stretch meals further. So tonight's meal is dirty rice, and we have fresh veggies. So I had to go out today to the doctor to get some blood work done. And so while I was out, I decided to stop and get some veggies. So we'll get some fresh vegetables, and you know, once I run out of these or whatever, if I run out before I need to go back out, I'll just use the frozen ones like I've been doing. But our ingredients list, because I'm talking a little bit too much. In a traditional dirty rice, you would use chicken livers or chicken gizzards. That is the traditional way to do dirty rice. However, we're going to modify this because some of the people that have to eat this don't eat those things. So for tonight, I'm going to be using an Italian sausage. This is a mild one, and I just got the ground one. So I don't have to take it out of the casing, but you can use any sausage you want. If you have one that you are particular with, you can use chorizo. You can use a lot of different things for this. I'm going to throw some chicken in our dish just because I had some leftover chicken, and that's the other thing about dirty rice. You can add things to it, you can take things away, and still come up with a pretty good dish. We have about 1/4 of a cup of onion, about 1/4 of a cup of red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and also celery. Over here I have a cup of rice. I'm going to be using 2 cups of chicken broth. I'll be using minced garlic, slap your mama Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, cayenne pepper, bay leaves, Italian seasoning, Himalayan pink salt, paprika, and parsley. So without further ado, let's get over here to the pan and get this cooking. I'm gonna start by turning the pan on medium heat, and there's a little water in here, so I'm gonna dry that up. Now I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of oil. The Italian sausage is going to make some oil on its own, so I'm only going to use about 2 tablespoons of the of the olive oil. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the Italian sausage over in here and take that piece of paper away. Alright, so now that this has started frying, I'm going to just take my spatula and break it up a little bit. This is another one of those dishes that's super quick, but super, super delicious. And the other thing about dirty rice, like I mentioned before, you can really modify this to fit, you know, whatever circumstances you have or whatever's in your pantry. You can really modify dirty rice to encompass, you know, a whole different bunch of meats, a whole different bunch of veggies. This recipe that I'm sharing with you tonight, it's just a base recipe. And you know, like I said, I have even made some substitutions because traditional dirty rice would have the addition of chicken livers or chicken gizzards. I'm actually going to share a video with y'all. I actually eat liver. I like chicken livers. I like beef liver. And I'm going to share a video soon of me cooking some beef liver. You know, there are a lot of people who don't eat it, but beef liver smothered down in some onions and gravy with some rice, y'all, that is some good eating. So I absolutely love it, and I'll be sharing that with you in an upcoming video. I don't know exactly when, but the liver is in the freezer, so it'll be in the next couple weeks. So we are just going to get this, you know, browned up. I got it broken up, and I'm gonna keep breaking it up because, you know, you want little bitty pieces. You want to try to get a piece of meat with each little bite. Tonight, I'm gonna actually eat my dirty rice with some crawfish. Shout out to Cajun Crawfish Craze. They are out of Louisiana and they come up to Tuscaloosa every weekend. And so the hubby stopped by and got me some on his way home because he is considered an essential worker. And so I will be eating my dirty rice with some crawfish. But tomorrow for lunch, I'm probably gonna be eating it with some air fried chicken. And that video will be coming after this one. So I'll probably do some chicken in the Ninja Foodie and then eat the leftovers for lunch tomorrow. So tonight I'm gonna do dirty rice and crawfish. Tomorrow I'll do dirty rice and chicken for lunch. And if y'all are interested, you know, in seeing more videos on this channel, I really just cook. But I have another channel called Nancyology. If you look down in the description box, you can actually see it. And in that channel, on that channel, I'll be sharing much more stuff with y'all. It's more of a lifestyle channel. I'll be cleaning and organizing and meal planning, and I'll also be sharing some personal stuff with you guys. Any of y'all who know me personally know that I've, you know, gone through a few things in regards to my health. And so on that channel, I'll talk a little bit about being a cancer survivor and also dealing with infertility. So, you know, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about me other than just recipes, you know, check that channel out. You know, give me a shout out. Let me know you came over from Kitchen Notes with Nancy. All right, y'all. This is almost done. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and throw all of our veggies off in there, all the ones that I didn't drop on the stove. I am extremely clumsy. If you saw the last video, you saw me and my blooper with the red beans. So I'm extremely clumsy. All right, so we're just going to let this simmer down. Go ahead and throw the chicken in. Now this chicken is already done. I wouldn't recommend putting raw chicken, but you could use like if you had some leftover rotisserie chicken, this would be the perfect dish for that. So I just had some leftover chicken tenders from something else, and so I just threw them in here. So we're going to just let this cook down, and let these vegetables soften, and then I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so the vegetables have softened up really nicely, and they're gonna cook some more as the rice cooks, but I like for them to at least already be, you know, almost done, so that they definitely won't be crunchy when it's time to eat. But if you could smell the smell, it already smells fabulous. So just imagine how it's going to smell once we add all of these great seasonings. So I'm gonna start with my onion powder, and I'm using probably about 1/4 of a teaspoon of each one of these. As you know, I always tell you, soul food, you cook from the soul. So I'm just trying to give you a general. Now the pepper, this pepper is a new one, so I'm gonna have to open it here. I'm sorry, I forgot. All right, so I've done the onion powder, garlic powder. I'm gonna go in with the little black pepper. Now I'm going a little light on the black pepper because I'm going to be using cayenne pepper as well. Again, when I'm making dishes that are traditionally Cajun, I like to have a little heat. If the heat is too much for you, just omit the cayenne pepper. It's not a big deal. You can omit the cayenne pepper, use a little bit more black pepper. Totally up to you. I'm gonna go in with some Italian seasonings. And remember, I used Italian sausage, but you could use whatever type of sausage you want to use. We're gonna do a little Himalayan pink salt. And I'm gonna go a little light on the salt because the Italian sausage has salt in it. And the Italian sausage has salt, and then the Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning is gonna have salt. So, you know, we have to be healthy in some regards. So that was the Slap Your Mama. Now I'm going in with some paprika, and this is just regular paprika. It's not smoked paprika. I rarely ever use smoked paprika unless maybe on some salmon or something, but I rarely ever use smoked paprika on anything. So gonna go in. I'm gonna go ahead and drop in 2 bay leaves. Well, that's like 1/2 of a bay leaf. So let's see, can I find another half? So that's about 2 bay leaves. And then before I forget, let me go in with some minced garlic. And that's about the equivalent of 1 garlic clove. So I'm gonna go ahead, give this a mix. Y'all, it smells so good. It smells so good. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add the rice. And I'm not going to add the water immediately. I want this rice to toast a little bit. So I'm just gonna stick right here with it and mix it in real good. I kind of want it to toast. So we're not going to immediately add the water. You're just going to keep it moving for probably about 2 to 3 minutes. So about 2 to 3 minutes. All right, so that's been about 2 minutes. Now I used a cup of rice. So I'm using 2 cups of the low sodium chicken broth. And when you do rice, you know, just remember ratio is 1 to 2. Okay, so we're gonna leave this on a medium-low heat, and I'm going to cover it with the lid. And we're going to let the rice cook about 15 minutes and then we'll check back in on it. Alrighty, so this has been cooking for about 20 minutes and this is it, y'all. This is the final product. It's done. Let's go in and get those bay leaves. That's one. Let's see if we can. That's two. And I think we had another little piece in there. I'll find it. Probably what there it is. About to say I'll find it while I'm eating. But this dish is super simple, super easy, and super delicious. Let me grab a plate. And plate y'all up some. It's full of meat, it's full of vegetables. Of course, this is not going to be the plate anybody eats off of. I'm just trying to get some on here so y'all can get a really good look at it. Good view of it. But there it is, dirty rice. So if you're interested in this super cheap recipe, super delicious recipe, and super easy recipe, just, you know, make it and let me know how it goes. As always, if you made it this far, I'd like to thank you so much for sticking with me and supporting me. If you like what you saw here today, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and also comment down below in the comment section what you like to put in your dirty rice. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, neighbors.